Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Triple P, where we explore people, places, and palates. For this episode, I'm in the Piemonte region of Italy, right at the foot of the Alps, in the beautiful city of Turin, and I'm going to be showing you guys 10 things that you need to eat, see, and do here when you're visiting. Let's go. First up, let's head to one of the most historic coffee houses in Turin, Caffè al Bicerin, serving up an authentic bicerin since 1763, a culinary symbol of the city now. This hot drink, made up of coffee, chocolate, and milk, and served in a small glass without a handle, was enjoyed by personalities including German philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche, American writer Ernest Hemingway, and even Spanish painter Pablo Picasso. Here are some more interesting fun facts. It seems the staff are contractually bound not to tell anyone how the actual recipe is made. It was to be drunk strictly before 12 noon, that you're not supposed to mix the layers when drinking, and that the cafe was originally run by an all-women's team, which was quite groundbreaking, as in the 18th and 19th centuries, bars and coffee shops were mainly a place for men. Turin's female population would often break their fast after the religious functions they attended at the nearby sanctuary by dunking tiny butter cookies in their bicerin delight. Next up, we head to the Gran Balon Antiques and Vintage Flea Market that has been around since 1985 and boasts over 300 stalls, 50 shops, bars, and historic restaurants. Every Saturday in Porta Palazzo, you can find a nice flea market. But every second Sunday of each month, Torino hosts a bigger flea market called Gran Balon. It takes place from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and is an amazing gathering for collectors, antique lovers, or fashion addicts. Here, you can find beautiful accessories at incredible prices and should not be missed. Why is it called Gran Balon, you may ask? Because it seems in the 18th century, a hot air balloon used to take off from this neighborhood, rising 150 meters high every day, giving its passengers a breathtaking view over the city. Close by, you also have the Central Market of Turin, a really cool indoor food hall which features not only local cuisines from Italy, but also international options. You have choices of higher-end restaurants, such as, for example, Mare Nostrum, specializing in seafood, to also more relaxed street food stalls serving up focaccia, arancina, and cannellonis. While the other floors weren't open during the time I was there, I was told that normally the second floor features clothing shops, a cooking school, lounge bar, and third floor hosts events and shows. One thing not to miss are the antique 8th century to 19th century ice storage rooms found in the basement. It was created to keep cool the food sold in the market nearby. Now, I'm not sure if you know this, but the River Po is the longest river in Italy and runs also through Turin. Many locals suggested me to head to an area called Murazzi, which is along the west bank of the river. The origin of the name is linked to the imposing embankments or walls built in the 19th century to protect the city from the river's floods. Now take a stroll along the banks and pop by a place called Vermuteria Pellitis for a drink. The bar just looked incredible. After all, vermouth was first produced in the 18th century in Turin thanks to distiller Antonio Benedetto Carpano, the first ever producer of this popular drink. Place that is also very close to the river and should not be missed in your itinerary is visiting the Monte dei Cappuccini, especially if you're into beautiful views over the city. And the best part is that it's absolutely free. Take a steep 10-minute walk up near the Vittorio Veneto and you'll stumble upon the Church of Santa Maria, where people are gathered to chill, eat a pizza, or have a few drinks, overlooking one of the best views in town. The most prominent building you will see from here is the Mole Antonelliana, the main landmark of the city that was originally a synagogue, but then converted into the National Museum of Cinema, and is now believed to be the tallest museum in the world. To Talking about important places, you cannot leave Turin without checking out the Egyptian Museum. It was built in 1824 and guess what? It is the world's oldest museum for ancient Egyptian culture. It houses more than 40,000 finds including ancient plaques, mummies, papyrus, objects, stuffed animals, statues and sphinxes that makes this venue the 6th most visited place in Italy. I also liked the interactivity of some of the exhibits, especially the one where you could see your name written in hieroglyphics. One quick suggestion for you is also to buy the Torino card, as it can save you quite some money if you're interested in checking out more than 2 to 3 attractions in the city. Turin is also extremely famous for its palaces, especially those from the Savoy dynasty. Arguably, the Palazzo Reale is the most famous and should not be missed when visiting. Upon entering, you're greeted first by the ceremonial staircase, which is just exquisite in its artistry, elegance, and evocation of power, followed by rooms that are all very unique and striking, especially the vibrancy of the colors. Opulence is definitely the word that comes to mind as you continue exploring the marvelous collections of precious tapestries, meticulously decorated furniture, extensive art collection, armory, and gardens. If you're getting hungry and are looking to eat something local and authentic, then I suggest you to head to Tabui to try the tajarin al tartufo. While it does look similar to a spaghetti, it's actually quite different. While the spaghetti is made from durum wheat, semolina, and water and was considered to be a poor pasta, the tajarin in contrast was the richest egg pasta of the Piedmont and sometimes referred to as the pasta queen of the region. Pairing it with truffle is excellent as it really brings flavor to the dish. And since Tabui specializes in all things related to truffle, this is the perfect place to try this delight. Talking about fresh produce, it's also quite cool to know that Turin has the biggest outdoor market in all of Europe, also known as Porta Palazzo. It seems this market is open every morning of the week except Sunday and has so much variety to offer. You will also notice that it's a melting pot of cultures and languages, especially as it's always been the first home of people migrating from other regions of Italy or more recently other countries. When I heard some Moroccans speaking Darija amongst each other and sipping mint tea while haggling on prices, I couldn't help but feel I was back in the souks of Marrakesh.
Torino is the most wonderful market of whole Europe, and you can buy things for a price you never imagined, like the tortilla onions. Usually you pay, I think, around 5 or 6 euro a kilo. Today I got one for €1. Extraordinary.
Last but not least, head over to one of the oldest parks in Turin that is nestled along the banks of the Po River, where you can enjoy some fresh air, a cozy picnic, or a nice stroll. I was quite excited to see the castle, a royal residence of the House of Savoy, as well as the medieval village created to promote the ancient historical and cultural traditions of Piedmont, but unfortunately, it was undergoing renovation. But maybe you'll have more luck during your visit. If you're a nature enthusiast, you may be happy to know that it boasts a rich floral and arboreal heritage, with about 1,800 tall trees and a wealth of bird species that are adapted to the river habitat. Alright folks, that takes us to the end of the video. If you're traveling around Europe and are interested in more detailed travel guides, do subscribe to my channel for more travel inspiration and hit the bell icon to stay notified. If you want to reach out personally for any questions or tips, here is my Instagram handle. See you on the next one.